Hi, it's me, Susan. We're on day 21 of the Cancer Club. I'm wearing my tiara tonight because today is my birthday. And if you did the math yesterday when I was talking about growing up in the 60s, today is my 66th birthday, which I used to think of as 2/3 of the way through my life. And lately I've been realizing I can't just take it for granted that I'm going to live to be 99. And who knows if they, in the long run, end up wanting to be that old. We'll see. But I certainly have learned that you can't necessarily take that for granted. So I'm still going to think of it that way. I don't even like to think of it as a quarter of my life left, because that doesn't sound like very much. A third sounds pretty good to me. But anyway, so happy birthday to me. I am trying to be happy today. However, I'm on the roller coaster big time right now. It just sort of hit me over the last couple of hours. I think noticing more physical side effects from the radiation. I guess it's the radiation. My hair is really thinning, and fortunately I had a ton of it to begin with, but I don't know if it's going to stop or if it's going to keep on going till it's all gone. My eyelashes are falling out. Got a lot of red skin down in my groin area where the radiation is aimed, and pain and discomfort. And I think it's more the out of controlness. I was thinking that my life, I'm such a creature of habit. 6 months ago, if you had asked me you could give me a specific time of the day or night and I could tell you exactly what I would be doing. And I'm not happy about that. I'm kind of glad I've been thrown out of that rut a little bit. But that's the contrast of what's happening to me now. And I wanted to share with you, this is going to sound a little morbid, but it is something I've been thinking about a lot. Usually scenes from movies don't stay with me. I mean, I enjoy movies. I see them whenever I can. But there is the ones that have deep emotional impact, for whatever reason, stick around. And one that I've been remembering, I didn't even remember the name of it or who was in it. I was able to find out by looking it up on YouTube. The name was K-19, The Widowmaker, and that was the title referred to a Russian submarine at the beginning of the Cold War that had experienced a nuclear accident on board, and the movie was apparently made in like 2000, 2001. Harrison Ford was in it, and the essence of the stories, they had this nuclear accident on board. It was the very beginning of using nuclear submarines. They had no idea what they were dealing with, what the risks were. They didn't have adequate protective clothing to wear if they had to go into the reactor room, which it ended up they did. They sent in a crew of, 5 guys in there, and they worked in there for a while trying to repair this damage, whatever it was. And they came out, and within minutes, I think it was accelerated for the purpose of the dramatic impact in the movie. I don't think it really happens that quickly, but I'm not sure. Their bodies started displaying the devastating effects of the radiation. Their skin started blistering. Their faces started distorting. Everything was very dramatically horrible. It was like one of the zombie movies that you might see today, except it was really happening. And that was not the part that struck me. It was the part where the next set of guys had to go in. The first crew that went in didn't know what was going to happen to them until it happened, and it was too late at that point. The second group had to go in knowing that that was going to happen to them. And I remember just being totally flabbergasted. They showed the different reactions. Some of them were crying, and some of them were very stoic and trying to be very brave, knowing that they were basically walking to a horrible, agonizing death to serve their country. I can't imagine. I remember even then just wondering what would I do? I don't know what I would do. It was really devastating to think about that, being in that position. And the only reason I know, I don't compare myself at all. I don't compare my situation. It's just the feeling like I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I know something's going to happen because it's already starting to happen. And I've got 3 more weeks to go, including 1 more week of chemo on top of the radiation. And stuff's already happening, so I know it's going to get worse. And again, I'm totally grateful that it isn't worse than it is, and that it's with every likelihood my cancer will be completely cured by the end of this. All of these symptoms are reversible, thank God. And yet when you're in the middle of it and you're looking forward to the next 3 weeks, sort of knowing that things are going to get pretty difficult. They already are, and they're going to get worse. I don't know, it just sort of hit me today, and been feeling a little kind of shaky and a little, I don't know how else to describe it. I'm sure I'll pop up in the morning just fine like I always do. But I was actually looking forward to sharing that with all of you. I shared it with another friend who was very supportive and helped me a lot. But I think it's just something we each, as an individual, when you're confronted with something that's happening to you, emotional support is super helpful, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. But it's still, you're the only one it's happening to. You've got to accept that, and like I always say, go with the flow. So that is my situation tonight. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make the soup video that I promised, but I am going to, all I'm going to do is make a quick video of the ingredients, and I may have to wait to do that till tomorrow. I will see, because I'm kind of doing my want to go to bed thing right now, and I may go ahead and do that. One other note on the festive turkey table toppers. If any of you looked at that video of me making the little candy, I don't know what you call them, little appetizers or something for Thanksgiving. I watched it over again, and there were 2 things I wanted to correct. One is, it's a 90-degree angle, not a 45-degree angle that you put the 2 cookies on. It's like this. That's 90 degrees. That would be 45 degrees, which is not correct. And second, I noticed that I was licking my fingers to get the frosting off while I was making them. And I even put a note on my homepage. I wanted to make sure that you all know, if you're making them for other people, you're not supposed to lick your fingers. But these 2 were just for me, and so I did that. But normally when I'm making a bunch of them, I have a wet paper towel nearby, because you don't want to get your fingers all covered with frosting, because then it wipes off on the candy corn and makes it look sloppy. So that's just a little note if anybody was thinking that I was knowingly slobbering all over turkey toppers that were going to other people. Okay, that's the kind of thing I worry about, in case you're wondering why I turn into such a nut job every now and then. That's the level of the things that I spend time thinking about. Okay, I'm over 8 minutes, and I swore I wasn't going to do this to you, but it's my birthday, so I guess I can go ahead and talk long if I want to. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow is the beginning of week number 4, and I have no doubt that I'm going to be happy and peppy in the morning, and I will look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Thanks a lot for joining me, and remember to live well, laugh often, and love much. And I'll see you tomorrow on the Cancer Club. Bye now.